Alright, we have some more card reveals coming out today. Nothing else too spectacular, other than, well, a commercial decided to spoil some more things for Link Vrains Pack 2. Now, for those of you that don't know, the TCG probably will not be receiving Link Vrains Pack 2. The way that the TCG did the last Link Vrains Pack was they ended up taking everything in the pack and dropping it into the sets as imports. And that, of course, did hurt a lot of the player base. We were not very happy, but I know a lot of people probably would have bought the shit out of this pack. But hopefully we get these imports much faster. I mean, we don't have Link Vrains Pack 1 even done yet in the TCG, but hell, another 20 new cards can really spice up our lives. Am I right, or am I right? So let's pray and hope for the best on these releases, shall we? Like, it would make our lives great, Konami, for watching this video and you speed up the process with these cards, because people would like to play these. So, the first new one coming out today is Double Header Anger Knuckle. And this, of course, is another generic machine monster. We once again have the two materials to make this. I don't know, once again, Konami's been listening. They know at this point in terms of card design, we need to stop allowing these monsters to be used as material. Half of the reason that we have these issues in the game is because of things like Summon Sorcerers coming out, and you're able to just climb these link ladders so easily. That was kind of the problem with these archetypes, was we allowed the effects to be too generically powerful. So we have to make an attempt to clean these up. I think they're doing okay so far for these things, but yeah. So they did slap this card cannot be used as link material on this. Once again, I think if anything, the machine archetype does need this restriction more than the other 95% of the archetypes out there, because watching machines climb link ladders so easily between Cyber Dragons, or ABCs in general, like, I think letting decks have these generic-esque effects, especially when these arrows are bottom and then, you know, top or center right, like, whew. So, you can only use each of this card's effects once per turn, so we are entering into that beautiful restriction straight off the bat. During either player's main phase, you can send one monster you control or in your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 10 machine-type monster in your graveyard, special summon that monster in defense mode, but its effects are negated. So first off, you are committing 2 machine monsters for a revival-esque effect. Now, this does let you trade in whatever monster you have on your field for something slightly better. Your trade-off is whatever you revive back does have to come back in ye old defense mode, and the effects are negated. But I do like the fact that this does act as an extender. If I commit 2 monsters to make this bad boy, then bada bing, bada boom, you know, I get revival from my graveyard. They also didn't want you to revive it in attack mode, because being able to attack your opponent straight out of the floodgate would have been bad. Okay, like, Konami knew what they were doing in terms of the general card design for this. So there's that. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon this guy. Hold up here. So you're telling me that if this guy is in my graveyard, I can revive him for free, no matter what? No wonder why they put the link restriction on this. They knew having a link 2 that could revive itself from the graveyard was going to be some spicy shit. Like, Konami thought ahead on this. Overall, we've got revivability, which is something that machine archetypes needed, and the fact that, like, this does help with the level 10 engines. Once again, like, the whole spamming of Gustav Max and the other big Gustav train, they needed something like this. So I'm not going to wreck this one too hard. I think for the grand scheme of things, Link 2s that can revive themselves. It sucks that you've got that ability on this card cannot be used as Link material. I really wish we could do something about that, but just the fact that you could just discard a card and revive this from the graveyard. The trains are going to love this card. Like, wholeheartedly and honestly, like, this was probably one of the best train support cards we could have gotten just wrapped into one package. So I will give give this some credit. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to playing Trains now that Trains have this fantastic card. Now, we got some more Salman great support. Salmans aren't so great after all. Honestly, I don't think archetypes that revolve around the concept of using Link monsters and fusions was going to go so great. But, contrary to popular belief, they decided to go ahead and try to rebrand this, wrap it all into a structure deck. I really hope that the TCG doesn't do this, because I don't want a flop of a product. I'm pretty sure they'll try it, and I'm pretty sure they'll put some fancy reprints in here to try to sell the product in general, but the whole Salman Great archetype isn't going over at least so well. Like, everything was already available to you in commons as it was. I don't know what more they can actually try to wrap up into a product to make people want to buy a structure deck based on Salman. But in the end, I could be absolutely wrong, and people might want more of this. So, we're getting Salman Great Claw, and it is, of course, an equip card. So, equip only to a Salman Great monster. Once again, we're putting that restriction on it, not a generic-esque equip card. Please equip to appropriate target. Thank you. The equipped... Oh, okay. You can only have one face-up Salman Great Claw on your field. So, once again, we're being very restrictive here. For some reason. I don't know if we're worried about something becoming generically broken with this or something like that. So the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect and inflicts piercing damage to a monster when it attacks a defense mode monster. So first off, having clauses on cards that prevent them from being destroyed by battle and card effect are only as good as the deck itself. It's cool that you can switch the monster to defense mode, and cool, you have a solid wall that your opponent can't cross over. Cool, that's all fun and dandy. But you need to have a boss monster that is going to be worthy of standing at the opponent's door that your opponent can't answer. And I haven't seen that yet from Salman Great. Like, I know they're trying to produce like more results and things like that, but this is they're trying here. If the equipped monster was link summoned using a monster with the same name as its link material, during each battle phase, that monster can attack up to the number of monsters for its link rating. So the cool thing that Salman Great has going for itself is they're an archetype that they try to allow them to literally step into themselves. What was it? The field spell just allowed you to like summon itself on top of itself. It's kind of a weird thing. As far as this deck goes, the one thing that it can probably have here is a really cute OTK. As we've seen in the past, when you design cards that, well, this card can attack X times, and especially like if you produce, what, the Link 3, it can attack 3 times, and if you've got this card on it, well, you're going to make sure that you're just pinging your opponent for all that extra flood damage. So, I mean, I guess relatively large monsters that can attack X times, like, is pretty good. I really wish it just said that you could attack up to X times, not up to the number of monsters, or attack a number of monsters up to its link rate. I wish we just didn't have this restriction. Just allow the deck to have some cheeky OTK built in. It's like you assemble all the pieces, you just dash and go. But they unfortunately weren't going to make that mistake. Overall, I mean, I still don't think Salman Great is great in general, but they're trying here, it seems. And then, of course, the last thing I wanted to showcase for this video is, look, reprints we're not gonna get. I don't know, they gotta reprint Harpy stuff somewhere. They'll probably dump the stuff off in OTS somewhere. Like Harpist, Harpy Dancer, we're getting the Thunder Dragon reprint and Gold Sark. Blackluster Soldier probably needs an umpteenth reprint. Charging Gaia, of course they're reprinting the trains in this set. Man, it'd be great if we were getting it here. Six Samurais don't need more support. We already got 35 of those. Magical Musketeers, I mean, they're still cheap. Golgar and company, yeah, we do need more of these reprints need to be done. Dragoonides, I guess. DDDs, I also guess. And they're reprinting Solemn Strike in here for the Parshath card. That's cute. Like, it really is. So, we're still missing roughly 6 cards, I believe. I think we have 14 of the 20 revealed so far. So what do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this line of new sport and the new train monster. Alright guys, I'm out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanco40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.